EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give them a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Now, these two teams, the Saints and Niners, they played maybe the game of the year in the NFL in 2019, had 94 points between them. Lead changes left and right. Breeze had 5 touchdowns, 4 for Garoppolo. And you might remember the catch and stiff-arming run by George Kittle where he just refused to go down. And then in the end, it was Robbie Gould who would kick the field goal as time expired, and the Niners would win it 48-46. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Now a throw here, hold in. And he'll go out of bounds ball's inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short range. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Mostert Mostert. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And his pass incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Saints. Ryan Switzer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown from 3 yards out, and the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Equanimous St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 9 now. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And that is incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The throw in the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not on the team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So apparently some grabbing in the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Scott, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
This one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. Now it's caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on his...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going up top. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Back to throw.
No, he
He
didn't
finds
catch the ball. How
Coleman.
does he catch the
And he's
ball?
going to have a Niners
How does
first
he
down
catch
by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Catch the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly
both.
what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
Takes some
let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
If they do that. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Going the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. They'll get this one to Switzer. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Saints, it'll be a 5.